Pamberi nevashandi veZimbabwe. Pamberi nekuguta kwevashandi. Pasi neexploitation yevashandi. Let me start by recognizing our two directors of ceremonies, and let me also recognize the representative of the Minister of State for Provincial and Devolution Affairs for Harare Metropolitan Province. Let me pay tribute as well to the President of the ZCTU, Muchanet Taruvinga, who has just spoken very eloquently and very comprehensively about the issues that are affecting our workers. Madam President, I want to say your speech is well noted and the demands will be communicated. Thank you very much for a befitting speech on this Workers' Day. Let me also recognize the Secretary General of the ZCTU, Mr. Kirivanu Marimo, and all the executive members of the ZCTU. Let me recognize the resident director of the ILO in Zimbabwe and Namibia, Ms. Pilile M.K. Masuku. Let me also recognize all representatives of our political parties in Zimbabwe. I have seen members of the Politburo of ZANU-PF together with the provincial chairman for Harare Metropolitan Province. I've also seen senior members from the CCC. Senior government officials, all of you, our esteemed workers, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. I'm very happy to be on this stage again, and it is a profound honor and a deep sense of duty that I stand before you today on this first day of May 2026 to join the workers of Zimbabwe and indeed the workers of the world in marking Workers' Day. This is not merely a public holiday, it is a remembrance. It is a recommitment of our gallant workers. It is a day that belongs entirely and unreservedly to the men and women who, in their quiet and tireless dignity, hold this nation together. Workers are the cornerstone of society. They are the cornerstone of our economy. They take the leading role in developing not just this nation, but all nations of the world. They create wealth and bring up future generations. So we indeed salute you, our workers. The National Development Strategy 2, our guiding national blueprint from 2026 to 2030, is unambiguous. Inclusive growth can only be achieved when the workforce is protected, when the workforce is well remunerated, when the workforce is empowered to participate meaningfully in social dialogue. It is within this strategic context that my ministry, representing government, executes its mandate of governing the world of work through, among other instruments, the Labour Act, Chapter 28.01, the Public Service Act, the NASA Act, the National Employment Council's framework, the Occupational Safety and Health Regulations, and the full architecture of our industrial relations system. These are not bureaucratic instruments. They are the living expressions of the social contract between the state and the working people of Zimbabwe. Distinguished workers, regarding employment and wages, I am pleased to report that the most recent data for the second quarter of 2025 revealed significant economic recovery. This will result in reduced incidence of job losses. This recovery trajectory is expected to continue, and the government is doing everything that is possible and within its power to sustain and accelerate this recovery. Hurumende inokoshesa vashandi tese tinoziva the economic downturn yatakave nayo for over 2 decades, which resulted from various reasons. But toda kuti titarise mberi with hope, with anticipation. Ndinofara nhasi kuti takabatana tese, maworkers ari pano, vemabato ezvematongerwo enyika vari pano. We should work together as Zimbabwe to propel this country to greater heights. We are working towards upper middle income status by 2030. But as Zimbabweans, let's think even further and say we will build one of the best economies in the world. This is a charge not just for workers, it is a charge to the leadership of this country, it is a charge to the entrepreneurs of this country. As we do that, let's always remember that it is the sweat and the blood of the workers that will move this country forward. The government remains fully committed to ensuring that no Zimbabwean who works for a living goes home unable to feed their family through our 48 national employment councils. I hope all of them are represented here today. In the past 12 months alone, 17 national employment councils conducted collective bargaining agreements with meaningful wage adjustments for workers. It is the trade unions that represent the workers in the employment councils who must negotiate for better working conditions and welfare of the employees. Government believes and promotes collective bargaining in good faith. We will always support the working class of this nation as they negotiate with their employers through their national employment councils.